Snow White. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. Her skin was white as snow, her lips as red as rose, and her hair as black as ebony. But sadly, her stepmother, the queen, was very jealous of her beauty. The queen owned a magical mirror, and every day she would ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror always replied, "You, my queen, are the fairest of them all." But one day the mirror replied, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen's jealousy turned into anger. She could not stand Snow White's beauty. The queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and never let her return. But the kind huntsman could not harm her. Instead, he whispered, "Run, dear princess, and never come back to the castle." Snow White, frightened and alone, ran through the dark forest. After wandering for hours, she found a tiny little house. Inside, everything was very small. Small chairs, small beds, and even small spoon. Tired and hungry, Snow White tasted a little food and soon fell asleep in one of the beds. When the owners of the house returned, Snow White was still asleep. They were 7 dwarfs, cheerful little men who worked in the mines. At first they were surprised to see her, but when she woke up and told her sad story, they felt sorry for her. They said, "You can stay here with us, Snow White, and we will keep you safe." Meanwhile, the queen once again asked her mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" This time the mirror replied, "Snow White, who lives in the forest with the 7 dwarfs." The queen was furious. She disguised herself as an old peddler woman and went to the dwarf's house. She offered Snow White a bright red apple. "Just one bite, my dear, and all your wishes will come true," she said. Snow White, not knowing the danger, took a bite and fell into a deep sleep. When the dwarfs returned, they were heartbroken to see the Snow White lying still. They placed her in a glass coffin surrounded by flowers. Days passed until one day a kind prince came riding through the forest. When he saw Snow White, he was struck by her beauty. He leaned closer and gently kissed her hand. And suddenly, Snow White's eyes fluttered open. The spell was broken. The dwarfs danced with joy, and Snow White thanked them for their kindness. The prince invited Snow White to live with him in his castle, and they set off for a new life filled with happiness and love. And as for the queen, well, let's just say her own jealousy was her downfall. Moral: jealousy can destroy, but kindness and goodness will always shine through. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.